Hello friends, this is Dr. Vijay Kumar. I am welcoming you all in my lecture on correlation. Friends, as you know, my lecture is available in both English and Hindi language version. Go to my channel or description of any video for getting links in Hindi or English language version. In this series of correlation, I will discuss introduction, types of correlation, correlation coefficient, how to study correlation, uses of correlation, and few solved example from correlation. Now we will see what is correlation. When two variables are related with each other so that change in one of them results in a change in other variable, these are said to be correlated. Under biostatistics, these variables are nothing but different traits, different character in a population. So generally, when one trait or one character is related to other trait or character, this situation is known as correlation, and we can say that both these traits are correlated among them. Selection for one trait seldom affects just one trait. Generally, other traits are also affected. Most of the economic characters of farm animals are correlated with each other to certain extent. In the farm animal, in the livestock, generally economic traits are interrelated. When you will try to influence one trait, the other trait will also be affected automatically, and this situation is known as correlation among the trait. In general, productivity in the farm animals is dependent on a number of traits, and these traits are usually interdependent. For instance, cattle heavier at birth, generally heavier at weaning. Heavier hens generally produce large sized egg. High milk producing cows have lower fat percentage. Heavier sheep produce more wool, and there are so many examples like this. So you can see that there is interdependency between the traits. If animal is heavier at birth, then the weight of animal will be more at the time of weaning. Both these traits, birth weight and weight at the time of weaning, both these traits are related. So we can say that these traits are correlated. The variables are either strongly correlated or weakly correlated. Similarly, there can be positive correlation or negative correlation. Correlation may be strong or weak. A strong correlation means change in one trait will affect the other trait in the same amount or similar amount. Weak correlation means change in one trait, there is change in one trait, but the change in another trait is very less. There will be change, but the change is small. So in that case you can say that the traits are weakly correlated. Correlation may be positive if the direction of change is same. In that case you can say that correlation is positive. If one is increasing, then second trait is also increasing. In such situation, you can say that the correlation is positive. If one trait is increasing and another trait is decreasing, in such case you can say that the traits are negatively correlated. There is some examples. For example, as the age at first calving of a heifer increases, its first lactation milk yield will increase. This is called positive correlation. If the age of heifer increase, if the age of heifer is more, then the first lactation milk yield will be also more. This is a case of positive correlation. If the age of heifer is less, then the first lactation milk yield will also be small, will also be less. This is a case of positive correlation. Change is in similar direction. On the contrary, when increase in one variable corresponds a decrease in the other variable, the correlation is called as negative. There is one example. If milk production from an animal is increasing, in that case fat percent will decrease. Milk production is increasing but fat percent is decreasing. This is an example of negative correlation. Genetic change in one or more characters resulting from selection for another character is termed as correlated response to selection. As we know that the traits are generally interdependent, in such scenario, if you are trying to select the animal on the basis of secondary character, the character which is correlated, on the basis of that you want to influence the primary character, then in that case the response found in the primary character is generally known as correlated response to selection. I will elaborate this slide in future videos when I will discuss the uses of correlation. In that slide, in that video, I will discuss this concept in a thorough manner. Correlation can tell you something about the relationship between variables. It is used to understand whether the relationship is positive or negative and the strength of relationship. So in a simple sense, you can say that with the help of correlation, we can understand whether the relationship between the traits are positive or negative. And it also help us to understand the strength of relationship, whether the correlation is strong or weak. So friends, in this video, I tried to discuss about the introduction of correlation. In the next slide, I will discuss some another concept related to correlation. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you very much.